if I am streaming. I am streaming. Okay. Just saw it on my page. There's one person watching. Welcome to my first stream. Okay, yeah, I wanna build this. I don't know if you can see it or not. I will know later. Yeah, we're gonna be building the Lego Hylian shield. I guess I should put some things into the description so people know what we're talking about, right? So let's try to do that. But yeah, this is gonna be my first stream. I've actually not built a Lego here so far, so this is just gonna be an experiment. But yeah, I love Legos, and welcome to my new room, which is full of Legos. I also love Pokemon and Zelda, which you have seen on my channel, as well as the Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic and the Final Fantasy franchises, which I have done plenty of content. And it's been lengthy or short form, or actually not short form, just short videos, right? But yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and I kind of wanted to do something different. You know what I mean? I wanted to just start building Legos, because that's what I like to do on my free time. Just build some Legos. But I wanted to connect with you guys, and so I figured this was actually a really good way to start. And if not, well, okay, I guess I'll take it down. You know, hopefully it doesn't go too crazy. But yeah, I don't even have like a description, so maybe I should do that. Let's try to edit it. And actually, I know that chat is a very main character in this kind of thing. So you guys can tell me how it's going, what do you think, and I'll just talk to you guys as we make the build. Now let me put a description and start going from there. Shield. Shield. Live. Okay. And also let's put some tags, right? Tags matter. Game title, this and that. Tags. Let's just go hashtag Lego and hashtag what else? Zelda? Yeah. Let's do some more tacky stuff. Let's go hashtag Nintendo. I wrote it so wrong. Nintendo, and let's actually credit these guys for the build. So Bricker Builds. That's the company of the build that we're gonna be doing today. So that's it right here. Bricker Builds, and it's a pretty sweet one, honestly. I really like the sword that's right there. That sword is actually from them too. It's about this big, so it was actually pretty hefty. And if you hold it with two hands, it's really safe to swing, like many other Zelda, not Zelda, Lego overall, Lego swords. So that's a pretty interesting thing, right? And so, yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's see how we do this. Let's go to the channel and see if it's live. Yep. Okay. One person watching. Thank you for my one watcher. You are really cool. You are in on the ground level, right? So yeah, I actually bought one of these hidden decker little, I don't know how to call them, but they're actually really good for organizers. So let's do that. This actually has a QR code, which I cannot show because that's how they make revenue. So I will scan it, and that's how I will get my instructions. And from then, we can keep going, right? It's pretty cool. The instructions are really neat. I like that their system for building stuff, it's actually very similar to Legos in terms of you have a bag called bag one, and then you have bag two, right? And so on and so forth. So it's really cool that you can just start going from bag to bag. You don't just have a pile of Legos that you have to sit down and just redo everything over and over again, because you just open up a new package, and that might just contain small parts or blue parts or red parts. That's actually not very good, right? So that's the kind of stuff that we are avoiding actively. So yep, long form and inactive content has been making a huge comeback. Yeah, that's true. That's actually absolutely true. I'm surprised that you're watching me, man. I am such a fan, Jesse. I really, really am. And even through all the stuff that has been happening in the past few months for you, I am happy about your stances, and I'm happy that you stood for what you believe and that you keep making content, man. Honestly, I really, really enjoy that. Because honestly, it's not really about being tight fit politically. It's more about being yourself, and that's how you develop your community. Someone doesn't like it, they can like it somewhere else, and that's actually great. But on the other hand, I really, really like what you've been doing with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Commander. I love the duels, and I really like watching your content. I got way into it because I love Commander and all things Commander. But I really went away because honestly, it wasn't really moving a whole lot for me. All this, uh, all this bonanza of Magic products. I've always liked that. What I didn't like though is how all the IPs are very hit or miss. So, for example, I really like Marvel, but that was hit or miss in terms of card quality. And mostly the Spider-Man set I didn't like a lot, and it had me feeling iffy about it. But then, the other products that had come out too, like the Avengers and the Secret Lair, they were very interesting to me. That I mean, it's been a while since a commander has called out to me, so I never really felt like it was such a such a pressing thing. Like every other set in Magic used to be like that. It was like, oh, this is the one that's really drawing me back, and then like you would play until it comes out of rotation. Well, me being a commander only player, I never actually got into like a rotation. But whenever I started playing in 2018, no, 2019 about, but it was a lot of 2018 cards. So those cards were in standard. I was excited because they were like current cards, but I was also getting into the older ones too, right? And so it stopped feeling that way for a while. Things started coming and going from standard rotation, and I didn't care. I invested, and eventually I even plus, and I made a bunch of money from my cards. But honestly, I basically sold them all because I don't really play a whole lot of Magic. I mean, I wish I could, but I don't really have that player base to play with all the time. And I did back then, but I don't anymore. And so if there's nothing really keeping me outside of the game, and also nothing keeping me inside of the game, like why am I hoarding all these cards? I'd rather just either print it or just not play at all, which is what I've been doing. I have not played Magic in about a year and a half, but I love it. I love Magic, and I am still in the groups. I try to be active. I try to comment every now and then. And there's people that are really funny, so they always, one up me on the comments. I love it. I still try to give the community love. It just happens to be that I'm not really into this whole thing of just the propaganda. All the time, it's just card after card after card. That's like one really big, like, I need this card, and then the rest of them is like, I guess this is trash, so I'm not buying product. I'm also a commander player either way, so I'm I'm not really affected by having or not having these new cards. So yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely trying to keep up with the Final Fantasy cards I've been buying. I probably got like 3 of every kind for every other Final Fantasy. That's a very fun game, but you know, just the drive is very slow for a new game, and for the old games that are at the top, it just doesn't do it, man. No matter how much love I get in an old deck of Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh more so, it doesn't really move it for me. In fact, since I got Jesse here, you actually inspired me to make a bunch of decks. Let me uh let me show you what I got. I got some. Hopefully you're there, right? I got really old school commanders. So I got like a whole Raid Raptor deck because I love the Black Wings. And whenever that came up, I was like, oh my god, this makes sense. I used to bug my friends with frames, and that was really, really annoying. And then Lightsworns, with and without zombies, I've always been a fan. And the Ghost Tricks and the Subterrors, I made them together in one deck. And these are actually domain format decks, so I really, really got into the format because you did. You just, you convinced me to get into the game. So hopefully you're still there, maybe not. But yeah, shout out to Jesse from the domain format. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great, and yeah, hopefully, hopefully one day I learn how to play because I have watched half your videos and I still haven't gotten a duel in. So yeah, but yeah, the whole format's really fun. I wish I could do that kind of stuff. And the first instruction on this set though is like bags 1 and 2. So maybe not so much like Lego original stuff, but we're still gonna have fun building this. And yeah, my Black Decker thingy or Black and Decker is gonna come in really, really handy. To be clear, Yu-Gi-Oh! Commander isn't and has never been a part of the domain admin team. Yeah, I understand that, but you did such a big part of promoting the format. That'd be like saying like a Josh Lee Kwai isn't a part of the commander, like the formation of commander. Like, man, Josh and Jimmy did a lot for this format. They carried a bunch of the bridge from casual to competitive for a long time until, well, people, they're like, commander's casual, and then there's the CEDH, right? So I would say actually like you are you are in that sense a very big pioneer. So I regard you as that, even if you are not like affiliated. It doesn't really matter. I think kudos to you for doing all that you did, and you just foster a community. So that's actually really important. I wish I could foster as much as you have, even though I have been inactive. You caught me. You caught me. Says this isn't Jesse, by the way. Oh, sorry, you're not Jesse. I don't know who you're talking. Who I'm talking to then. My bad. That's hilarious. Um, let me Yu-Gi-Oh! Commander has never been a part. Okay, so it's the opposite. You actually are not Jesse, and everything I said does not apply to you. Womp womp. I have made a complete ridicule of myself. I get it. It's fine. So domain format. I mean, Jesse did a lot for you guys. So yeah, no, you guys, it's a team effort, right? I think just the same, like just like Sheldon, uh, existed alongside Josh Lee Kwai, the maker of Domain, and Jesse exists just the same. Okay, so yeah, I like Team Sam a lot, a lot, a lot. I've never seen the Card Markets video, but yeah, I like Team Sam X. I like Team Samurai since I got into Yu-Gi-Oh very early on, but I dropped it because I was too poor. I didn't have money to play as a kid. But I did have a little bit of resurgence in high school around the synchro era when they were new. And then I did have a lot of the synchro cards I built a Cosmo deck. I built Monarchs whenever they were just in, really, really in. And I also built a bunch of just scrap decks, you know. It was kind of funny to do. Yeah. So yeah, I did a lot of those really old school kind of stuff. And so I used to play and then I got destroyed. I played casually, right? My imagine me playing pure 60 card Lightsworn on I don't know, on against Trickstar and against Crystron right when the first links was out. You know, like there were only like Candina, Licorice, and I don't know, Lilybell. Is it Trickstar Lilybell? You know that was the only Trickstars in existence, and then the links. You know, obviously the links, which I think was only one link, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, regardless, it was really really interesting how all these links were supposed to be like slowing down the game, and then it didn't. It was like the complete opposite. So yeah, I feel like all these people they were waiting. You know, I know a lot of casuals. They were like, "Oh my god, I've been waiting for this game to slow down because honestly, I can't take the speed. You know, it's so much like the Pendulum era was crazy, and I got in right when Pendulum era was getting out of the business since forever basically. Because I mean, they still can't reach the same powers, right? They don't have the same master rules from what I know so far, you know. So it really was a big hit. But on the other hand, I found it fun. You know, Links very fun. I got into Danger and all the what's it called? I got into Danger and oof, Firewall combos, Apologic combos, the Apologic bomb Gumbler. I was really trying to do that. I never got to do it. It was a big monster, but you know, I wasn't smart enough. Definitely not smart enough to play some of these. But yeah, I really thought this was Jesse. That was hilarious. I don't know. I don't know anyone else from YouTube that does domain format stuff. So that's interesting. I wonder if there's any one of the YouTubers that I do know, like MBT, that are currently now, you know, like getting into the format in some sort of way. I know that Farfa has talked about it quite a few times, and I don't know if it's ever been a serious thing. Oh, something fell. Yep. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Welcome to the stream. My first watcher. So if you enjoy it, let me know and keep talking to me. Let me know in this chat what you think of what I've said so far. The decks that I made, are they trash? Are they absolutely just like bad? You know, like is this Rate Raptor 13? Is it rank 13 craziness? Is it absolutely trash? I don't know. I never actually played Raid Raptors. I just saw it and I thought, you know, this might fit in. So it was actually really good. Oh, I got a comment. There are quite a few. MBT just did a tier list video with Domain. Crazy that MBT did a tier. Like there's tiers already. I like that. You know, if that gets moving and it gets some traction, great. A lot of them we would have to see the deck list. To be honest, hard to tell of the DM alone. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm telling you, I just bought a copy of every card in the archetype. You know, so like I don't, like I said, I've never played a game of Domain. I decided to buy, and some of these are like very empty. Like you see there, I got like Psychic Wielder on my Hyper Psychic Riser on my Frame deck. See how empty that is. So this is like an 80 box. On the other hand, you must know how many Raid Raptors there are. So this is super full. It's only got cards that say Raid Raptor. So I gotta finish it one of these days. On the Subterror, I thought I thought they would lend well to each other. So I actually need a DM for this. I know DM is a deck master, but yeah, I think commander every single time. So sorry. Team Sam and Jesse Cotton just dropped videos. Card Market is inviting Farfa and has done 2 games with Joshua. Joshua's so good. I like both of their opinions in their podcast. Go to go talk to Team Trash. He plays Raid Raptors a lot in Domain. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know, I actually thought of building like Legos that are Yu-Gi-Oh centric too. I've seen some on Amazon. I don't know if you've ever seen any of those. But yeah, for me, like anything Lego oriented, for me, it's really cool. It's one of my favorite hobbies. I didn't want to try to monetize everything. I'm just doing this because I like it, you know. It's a storm outside. I'm off my job. I just wanted to have fun. And I said, hey, why not stream for a little bit? Try it, you know, try everything at least once, right? And so, yeah, I figured I could do that. I could do that. And I just hopped on. I asked ChatGPT, how do I stream? I'm literally like, this is not planned. This is just very organic. Just let's see what happens. Let's try it out. But yeah, I am just. This is the hardest part of Legos in the beginning. It's just I have nothing to talk about in terms of the build because I am organizing, right? So, you know, it's that kind of thing. But yeah, so I really like Legos and Zelda. I gotta keep making Zelda. I actually move into a new place, and that's why I've been so inactive. I've just been learning the role of the homeowner and how everything just I don't know like gets damaged every other day. I mean, there's always something new. There's always something happening with my house, and I didn't buy like a trashed out house, you know. Just like first weekend, half the appliances were gone. It was ridiculous. So I find it funny, you know. It might be, you know, a bad realtor. Just I bought a house and they were just masking all the things that were bad and making them seem really good. But yeah, I was actually not very not very happy with that. But I like the house. I like the area, and so I was like, you know what? Let me just buy a house. I think it's time. And yeah, I was lucky for the price I got. It was a good price, but after that, I have not been able to make any content whatsoever. And I like making content. I enjoy it. I actually have like 90 videos from different like I have like 2 hour videos from my old stuff. I have a bunch of Zelda videos from Echoes of Wisdom. I actually have been putting 200 hours into TO2K. Like Tears is such an amazing game, and so I was like, you know what, I should actually, you know, it's been 200 hours. I need to start, you know, I need to start actually getting in on the streaming action, you know. So finally, I have. Oh, I got more comments. Let's see. This is very slow. Message retracted. Okay. Oh, this isn't Jesse, by the way. Okay. There are quite a few. No, that's okay. Golden Nova. Oh yeah, I love Golden Nova's archetype videos. That's how I started off making these decks because I know how to make them in terms of like the you know like searching them up of the database. Actually, a TCG player has been a very good friend of mine for that. But no, yeah, a Golden Nova, giving all the oh hey there's this thing that connects with the lore even though the name isn't implied. I would have never known, you know, that the side frames connected well with these guys. The time whatever the ones that basically are like Doctor Who, right? Let's see. 20 mid to small size creators playing Domain regularly. Oh, that's pretty cool. I love creator communities getting together. I think that's amazing. People love throwing physical cards around. Yeah, they're so cheap, right? It's like, hey, check out this super foiled out secret rare that's mint and also first edition. Just boom. If you ever want to dabble, hit the Discord. Yeah, I will. I will. Retract it because that individual is big on spamming screenshots and causing drama. Didn't want to give ammo. We don't feed conflict. I understand. I understand. Like I said, I like that he took a stance on what he believes. That's why I said, kudos to him. But to each their own. Everyone's got their own opinion. And if he fosters a community and he keeps it going, it's okay. That I really didn't like certain replies that were given to him, like basically like just absolutely block this person from life from now on. I really like that stance, but if that's a stance that you have, it's your choices. However, I do like what he did, so yeah, I like what he did, and I like how much love he has for the game. I think I have the same amount of love, and I have some weird opinions myself. I think everyone does, so that's why. But yeah, like no conflict here whatsoever. I'm sure not. I'm sure as hell not picking any sides because honestly, I am so far away from the game. Like I said, I have one of each ghost trick. That's as far as I've gotten into domain format, and I haven't touched since before pandemic any Yu-Gi-Oh competitively. I'm telling you, the firewall ban hit me so hard. I had two, and it hit me so hard. So what can I say? I got tired of losing to Spiral, then I buy a firewall, and then my firewall gets banned a few months later. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! So I kind of stayed away from the game. I sold all my cards. I made like net less than $1,000, and you know, I was happy. Win-win, right? Yeah. So I just got into Magic, and it was way funner. Way more fun. Let's see. I need to start over here. Oh, we start with a singular. Boom, one of these. The lighting is very low here. Let's see. So, a 6x2. Okay. And, okay. Advance is really solid at the moment. Oh yeah, for sure. I've seen all the stuff that I get from the news. It's impossible to stay out of the spheres. I still get all the Magic, Final Fantasy, all the new product here, new product that, secret lair here, and then I'm getting like dual terminal stuff here, and it's like, okay, that's really cool. I like it. I know it's not gonna make much of an impact. The last thing that I was really looking at was the Diabel star, and I don't know how to say stuff well. Sometimes I just read the cards right. Yeah, I learned that reading the card explains the card. It does not explain the grammar or the linguistics behind the name. So yeah, I might not know all the names. Don't blame me too bad for it, just a little bit. But yeah, so the Diabel Star and all of the forest ones, the moon ones, those were really cool cards that I really didn't understand. So I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't hop into this so quickly. For sure, it was like very overwhelming. Very overwhelming indeed. But yeah, I really liked it. I like Yu-Gi-Oh and how it works completely. I just wish it wasn't just the whole idea of the creator, and he passed away. Rest in peace, right? But him being like, well, Yu-Gi-Oh is not for people to earn money, and he makes an entire universe where people live for Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's kind of interesting. It's like, why do you think this doesn't matter? Like in real life, money matters, and if you want to stay competitive, I think that's what you go for, right? You make your game the top selling thing in the world, top three, and then it can't compete with the other two from the top three because no one really is invested as much, and yet people still got invested. I'm like, what? No way that people are actually going to Worlds. It's just the card's really good. The card that they give you, that's such a good price, such a unique price. So I'm glad. I'm glad that happens. That people don't actually get dissuaded from playing a cool game. It just sometimes I feel like, well, maybe it isn't for everyone. If it's the case that they're not really willing to reward people for playing. So I could be wrong. There could be other perks. It's just that I don't know. Judge cards are not it for me. All those, especially those cards. What do you think about that one? Actually, I think it'd be cool for domain. But even if it wasn't, like, what's up with the cards that are like if you attack someone directly and reach and their life points, the victory, the shining victory dragon conditions, something like that. It's not shining victories, that's Pokemon. Victory dragon. I got all the games mixed up. Victory dragon conditions where you just attack someone and it's like, well, now they didn't lose the game, they lost the match. And there's one for each kind of monster. I think there's one for each kind of a lot of stuff. I like them, but for domain, do they work? Do they not? I don't know. You tell me. You think it's a good idea to run either of those? They're probably not legal at all. So yeah, probably really not legal. Match winners don't work since domain isn't played in matches, right? But what if there's a final and you play a match at the end, like a semifinals, finals, and then it's like boom, it's like okay, that's weird. So, but this is my point. Like, would it play well? I guess not. You're just saying that, right? And so I'm thinking it would be cool as a story to tell or an anime situation, but I don't think it translates well to anything. So why would you make that like the yearly winners card for? It just I am always baffled and dumbfounded by the stuff that Konami does. Like I remember there was a PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3. Even nowadays, it's like, what are they doing? People live off of Pokemon, and it's not even the top rated, but it's not top rated. The top earning card game. Like people will literally take their kid and play for for actual pricing that's like very well supported and kids love it and they do well, and then you got Yu-Gi-Oh over here like yeah, you got props. It's kind of hilarious. it's it also has the same issue of, oh, you attack me directly, I scoop. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. What's that called in Magic? Instant speed. You scoop at sorcery speed, not instant speed. That's trash. As a player scooping like that, a lot of people are like, that's trash. I don't mind. I don't mind. If you scoop, or if you go out of the game, swinging, hey, you impacted the game. You weren't relevant. You might as well not play. That's another bad feeling. So if they do something about it, okay. I don't know. I feel like I am very forgiving in Magic games. Maybe it's different for Yu-Gi-Oh, but for Magic games, yeah, definitely go down hitting, go down swinging. But on the other hand, I would not want people to be like, well, what I'm gonna do now is screw over everyone all the time. Like, I don't really like that kind of ooh words, that kind of strategy. Like socially, that doesn't work out. So I wonder if on domain is the same thing. Like you're definitely gonna be banned. Like some social self policing format. You know, I think it's not a very good idea to do that kind of stuff. Okay, I got 1, 2, and then these two. Okay, I think I'm doing the border of the shield. So far it's gonna be pretty big. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, it's the same set repeated over and over again. Where it's like put the 2x4 and then two 1x6 and then two 2x4s, two 1x6. So I think the layering is gonna be interesting for this for sure. Let's see. Thank you, Domain Format, for plugging in and just staying and talking to me. It's really cool that you're literally like my number one. Because you're my first watcher. That was funny. But I've always liked watching Domain content. It's really good. Um, I watch a bunch. It's just I've mainly watched like Jesse stuff, but I have watched Around the Sphere. I like Team APS's stuff too. I used to watch Team APS all the time, and I really like when they did their draft games. I thought that was really cool and unique that they tried drafting in a world where drafting is non-existent. But you know, I think it's swapped around. I think drafting it's a really cool thing for very casual games in Yu-Gi-Oh. Whereas in Magic, drafting it's supposed to be the primary way, but we know it's Commander, right? And so Commander kind of plays like what Yu-Gi-Oh regularly plays in terms of like infinites and casual stuff, and you know it's doing a lot of these stuff that are not like very official. And then if Yu-Gi-Oh plays that way, it's like, well, you are a weird combo player. We're going to, you know, whip you all the time. Every time you try to do something that feels slightly combo-licious, we're taking it away. Your deck went from $200 or more to like $30 or less, you know? And it's kind of sad, you know? It's kind of sad. So I really don't like when they do that kind of stuff. When they punish players for playing the game. That's weird. That's very weird, actually. I wish they wouldn't hit people so hard for using the cards in the way that they read literally, in the way they intended them to use to some extent. I understand, you know, some broken combo from an old card. I get it, but R&D, you know, you do research on your own game, and it's gonna take you a long way. I promise you that. I find it crazy. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. So far, so good. Set 14. Step 14. 15 done. 16 done. This is crazy. This is going at such a high pace. Like it's just 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. Like I don't know if I'm keeping up on the right step. It's very repetition oriented on this build. It feels like a Minecraft, like a Minecraft kind of weapon, like a pickaxe. I wonder if comments are really slow, because I did see like 4 go in really quickly. So maybe I got some settings I might need to be on the lookout for. I gotta count now. Okay. 9, 10. Okay. 10. Okay. It stops at 10. Okay. I feel like it's about to break actually, so I better lay it down. Okay, I got this. So far, so good. Oh, it's asking me to get another kind of part. Oh, we finally used a plate. Nice. This is good. Plate is gonna make it strong. Oh, I still need those 2 that I dropped. Okay. Here you go. Okay, so far so good. It's just 1 layer, so it might fall at any moment. I'm gonna try not to wiggle it around too much. But yeah, it feels like it's gonna be a very sturdy build considering it's one of these 2x4s for literally every dot. So that's gonna be quite interesting to see how it holds up. But yeah, there's a lot of these. There's a lot of these. Oh, our first 2x6. Nice. First 2x6. I really enjoy Zelda. Honestly, Zelda is one of my favorite video games. Is it a life-size shield? Yes, it is, and that is. I'm gonna show you the sword. Yeah, the shield is way bigger. So look at this sword. What a huge sword, honestly. And it's also hefty, but also like I said, you can actually hold it, and you can wield it around. It's really cool. Honestly, I like the build quite a bit. So it's got some details on it. I actually made a video. I haven't edited it because, like I said, I've been very busy. But now that I'm actually getting some free time and stuff like that, So that sword is actually, like I said, like this long, and the shield is gonna be like this wide. It actually covers me. It is life size, literally, and it looks amazing. Like honestly, like, let me see that. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty big, and if you notice, like the pixelation, hopefully you can see it. Look at how little the dots are. So it's gonna be a big shield. I actually plan to have it right here, right in the center, below, like diagonally from the Captain America shield. Which actually, the Captain America shield, the Bricker Builds page has it too. They have their own, and every now and then they'll re-release it. So it's actually bigger than this one, and the Zelda shield is bigger than the Captain America one they got. So it's bigger than that one. It's probably gonna be a hard to fit there. I'm really thinking about it, but it gives me space for building more stuff. I actually have the Sheikah towers and the jumping towers. I have the Sheikah tower right here. Let me move it. Let's see. I got this one. It's kind of finicky, but yeah. So this one here. Sorry, I can't really move the camera, but yeah. So this one I want to put right next to the shield. So it's actually pretty big. It's way bigger than this one, which is like this tall. So yeah, I'm really excited about the shield, but yeah, I've been holding it off for a few months now. Anyways, let me get back to this. Yeah, the shield is gonna be really cool. It is life size, and I want to see where this goes. You know, I want to see how big it really is and how effective it could be. That'd be really cool. You know, like will it break just from holding it? Like the sword, if you wiggle it sideways on the long side, it's not a good idea. But if you move it forward, it's okay. You know, the sword is actually really strong. And yeah, I actually in the video I'm just complimenting them the whole time because those Pokeballs right there, these Pokeballs are all Bricker builds too, and they are expensive. People will complain about that, but honestly, they are life size and they are very cool. I actually made videos of those. They're like 15 minutes each, and I'm thinking I'm gonna speed them up and then talk over them. I've never actually done that before, so I'm just learning how to edit and learning how to implement all these cool ideas. I've been researching a lot on AI, on editors, on just co-pilot stuff and agents, and I figured, you know, this might be like a really cool thing to do. It might just simplify it, but I honestly I just know how to press play. That's what I know at this point in time. So I got what? Oh, there's like a different size one. Oh, first mistake. First mistake. Let's see. Boom. Okay, easy fix though. That's good. Yep. Oh, there they are the same. I have put. Oh, I did nothing. That did nothing. Which one is it? I'm so confused right now. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't make a first mistake. I made my first, second, third mistake in a row. It has to be a smaller looking one, like this. Boom. There we go. Okay, and let's get a 2x4 but thin mode. There it is. I don't even know the names of the parts, but yeah, I found them interesting. So far, it's not looking finicky at all. It's just one layer, but it's really tough. It's only this way that it's finicky. So if you get multiple layers, it'll actually be very tough when it compresses onto itself. It's actually a really good thing. I'm liking it so far. I feel like it's gonna be a good build. Actually, this is not the one bag. This is one of 4. Crazy. Does it show estimated time of these shields? You know what? No. For many reasons. Honestly, skill. A lot of people will get lost reading. A lot of people, they might not realize they're making a mistake. So how do you factor in that time? Another thing is, there's different speeds that people go through. Look at me, like, what's it been? Probably like 40 minutes, and I've been just putting stuff on the little drawer for about 20 to 30, and that kind of stuff happens all the time. I only did 2 bags. This is probably gonna have like 20 something. I see 18 on the second bag, so it's probably gonna be something 30 something bags. So just to put that stuff, well, it takes time, right? What if I don't do that, right? But at the same time, if I don't do that, I'm just making a lot of noise and just like cutting my fingers because it's big deal. You get a little grace, right? The problem is Legos are plastic and they're dry, and as you go putting your grease and your humidity on your fingers on dry things, your fingers start to dry up real quick. So you're gonna either need lotion and make this really sticky, or you just get dry fingers. And then if you get a little bit of a nick, it could actually make a deep cut. And even if it doesn't make a deep cut, it just starts hurting. So that's how people get very dissuaded from Legos once they have bought it, because these are expensive, and then started building it. And halfway along, they're like, man, there's all these parts. What am I gonna do with them, right? And then there's the other kind of people that are like, actually, I didn't sign up for this amount. I thought it looked cool, but I didn't realize how much effort I was gonna. And then they stop. So think of video games, right? Uh, how many people fully complete a video game? Like whenever you get a trophy, and it goes like 0.0000001% of the people have reached this far, and you're still not done, or you still need to collect this amount. Think about just regularly the amount of people that reach the end of the game for a lot of games is like 5% or less. So there's actually quite a few people that play it once. They say this game was trash, I'm never gonna play it. That adds to the count, right? So whatever trophy you get now, it's probably not gonna scale up over time. It's probably gonna scale down, right? So that's a factor. So same thing happens for this. Like, what if I'm like a really fast builder? What if I am accompanied instead of doing it alone, right? And yeah, so accompany. What if I just decide to put everything in boxes first, and then keep opening really fast, put everything in boxes, open really fast, put everything in boxes, versus open one and then finish the one bag, and there might be the same parts. I might have to redistribute them again. Technically, it's the same time, but as you go into the flow state, how they say it, right? The flow state of it all, I don't know. It seems very complex. So it could be a thing. It could not. Regardless, it's. I think it's fine. I think it's just if you're up for it, go for it. But yeah, the sword probably. Sword was probably around 5 to 6 hours, something like that. In terms of the Captain America shield, was like 3 hours. Sounds very repetitive, so you can just make the same part multiple times and then click them. So this shield, if it keeps being as repetitive as it was, then maybe it'll be like 20 hours. So yeah, I'll be streaming a lot. Like I said, this is an experiment. If it doesn't work out, okay. But honestly, I like this. So yeah, it doesn't show any estimates. Maybe I think it shows stars. It shows something like difficulty, for sure, difficulty. So it'll be like this one is like very very difficult, and it's rated by the people who made them, so that you know what you're getting into, right? They don't wanna sell you a very expensive Lego that's like, actually you're never gonna finish it, and then what's their reputation gonna be like? Well, it's very misleading if they do that to you. So they are aware of the people that's buying. It's probably gonna be people that are more adult. It's gonna be people that are very into fandoms. And man, Bricker Builds has so many things. It has all the Pokemon stuff coming out right now. It has the big like $1,000 Squirtle, $1,000 Pikachu. Like it's got a beautiful Eevee. It even made them in shinies. So they are authentic Legos. They're not copies, which I do buy the the great value parts. I don't really care. I mean, the license stuff, I don't live or die by licensing. I just enjoy building it, and then I get a little figurine. This is how I got all those Zelda Legos, and then I got all the official Marvel Legos there. You can see the Koroks in between. None of that is official, but it's fun. So yeah, it's usually gonna be a rating in terms of difficulty. So the spheres, for example, really easy. It's very repetitive. It's very small. It's small parts. It's a bag this size. It's probably the size of one of these bags. But something like the sword was medium difficulty. So the shield is probably going to be for time consumption. It's probably going to be a bigger one. See, what am I doing so far? I'm just doing the edge of the shield. So it stopped here. I don't know if that means this is the boundary of the shield. But see what I mean? From the center of my chest. I think it's pretty wide. But I think it is more than this. I think this is just a layer, but it's probably got like movement like that. This is another one of these. Yeah, it's gonna be very repetitive, so I'm glad that I get to talk this through the whole thing, because if it's repetitive, it'll just be me focusing on the chat instead, and I can just do something while I talk. I don't go and then do something else. Like that happens to me on video games. I can't live stream Zelda because it's just such a high pace game. Even for the echoes of wisdom, I had to edit out a lot of me just trying to think through things. That happened a bunch. It was just me, just how do I do this? Just talking to myself. Hey, edit. How do I do this? Edit. Cut this. No, you're gonna put this back in. Blah blah. Actually, that's a boss. Let's just fight it. Let's be authentic. And then it's like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do this. Oh my god, take 5. It was a weird in between of the content being a one shot and then the content being oh my god, I can't get this right at all. This is gonna be boring to watch. Yeah. So instead, I try to focus on a slower kind of pace so that I can focus on you guys and be entertaining. I'm not like a comedian, but yeah, I know a lot about these fandoms, so I got plenty of chit chat about. So if you got any questions, like you've been doing, and other people can just say whichever questions, just whatever it is. I've done a few of these, but I haven't done a lot of bricker builds. So it's just been the little balls over there, and I did something else. Oh yeah, the sword. Check this out. This sword too. It's actually the Deadpool sword. I finished this the other day. So this took me, it's a smaller sword, of course, in complexity. It's not as convoluted as Link's sword. And this is just very repetitive. So it took me about 4 hours to do one side by side from the other. So technically that sword was 2 hours. Whereas the other one was 6 hours because it's so much wider. Yeah. But yeah, that one was actually cheaper too. I think it's a really good price for it, and it's like a Deadpool sword, so I actually got 2. You can see the other one still. Wait, where? Here, right here. I try to get the mirror to work for me. It's showing 3/4 of the room instead of half, right? Yeah, and the Deadpool sword is real size. And it is swingable, but I do not recommend you swing this way, but rather this way. See, it doesn't even break, it doesn't even sound. There's a bunch of builds that would be screeching if it was officially made at a lower scale, but still same length. Yeah, they need that girth, and it really works well because when you hold it, it's because for example, the Thor hammer, you cannot swing that. It's gonna break and fall. So that's, I think, one of the first things that Bricker builds did. They did their own Thor hammer, and it's wieldable, and that's how they sponsor themselves. They're like not sponsor, advertise. It's like the wieldable weapons. I think it's really cool. Yeah, it's actually a good concept that it's, like helmets and stuff like that, Well, they're kid size or they're adult size. There's some in between, but for Lego, you're not gonna put a bunch of like things that are gonna hurt you, right? So all these Lego companies did the smaller ones so that they're like trophies, and then there's a bunch of like Star Wars heads and Marvel heads, and then comes Bricker Bills and says we're actually gonna make a whole helmet that's not wearable, but it's very high fidelity. I think they did great. They are very good designers on their team. I think that's actually like a dream job. I could do that all day long if they paid me to do that. Oh my god, designing Legos, yeah, love me some Legos. Let's see what I do here. This is gonna sound like I'm advertising them too. Oh, they're so good. Yeah. Okay, I got this and this one. Yeah, it's basically just the outline now. I'm just doing the outline for the interior structure. It's definitely gonna have more. Definitely gonna have more. I got a call. No time. Okay, another one of these. Oh, it's showing curvature now. Interesting. Green. There's very few green ones, so I feel like I'm about to be done if I keep this pace. I thought it'd be longer. Sure, I'm happy about that. I don't want to spend 20 hours. It could be 5 or 10, even better. Let's see. What else? By the way, can you hear my audio well? Like, do you hear me well, or do you have to like put it super loud? So I can also change those settings so that it's not exploding into your boombox or wherever you're hearing me from as soon as some other notification comes in, or on your phone or something. Just, oh my god, that was so loud. Why? Well, it's my fault because I was actually having a low volume. Yeah, let me know if it sounds well so I can configure it, and then it's like standard audio. I just don't know how to control that. I only do that in post-production for my videos. Parts are starting to go down quite smoothly, so I think it's working well. Ooh, a 2x6. That's thin. First time. Sounds good. Okay. You're very well spoken. Hope you continue pursuing stuff to grow your channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. Likewise, I enjoyed the questions. Thank you for your time. And if you stick around, good. If you don't, I hope you enjoyed it. Okay. It's a lot of colors here. I don't know what the colors are for, because Hylian Shield doesn't have no colors like that. It's blue, and it's the only one we don't have. Weird. Oh, another one. 2x6. And then this one. Good. How do I like people's stuff? I've been liking this little conversation we got here. Oh, put user in timeout. That's not what I want to do. Pin message. Boom. Thank you for those nice words. Let's see, we got this one. Boom. We got this one. Boom. Oh, more colors. Yay. I gotta get this out of the way. How do we do this? Only 3 of these. Don't fool me now, Black & Decker. One of these. There we go. Okay. I can move stuff around and have more space. I did it. Sorry y'all can see. Maybe I should have a second camera for this. Note that. I'll make a note out of it. Yeah, along the red one. Then boom. 2x3. And small. Small yellow. Positivity in one's hobbies is a lost art, and I hope content like this continues to catch on. Thank you. Likewise, same to you guys. I love all the content that people just like, like the appreciating each other and following each other. That's actually a really good thing. Community wise, it doesn't matter if it's Zelda, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. We all like that kind of stuff. We were all kids once, and we're still kids at heart. So, just sharing positively. If you enjoy it, stay tuned and talk with me. And if you don't, go find something you enjoy. That's the kind of stuff that I like. So yeah, definitely positivity, and hop on a call, catch a game sometime. Yeah. If I ever get to learn, hey, if you can teach me, like I'll watch some more videos, because I am very much a noob at domain, but I like deck building. So yeah, I'm up for it. Thank you. Thanks for the offer. It's a really cool thing. See, that's the kind of thing. It's the kind of thing we want around here. Is support and mutual respect, that kind of stuff. Sometimes you see people just wanting to flame each other on the internet so much, just trying to trash talk or do whatever. And hey, who doesn't like a little bit of trash talk, right? But at the same time, what service does it do to your community? What purpose does it serve, right? And that's the kind of thing you got to really look out for. Like if you don't have people that are willing to, like help you grow, that kind of stuff, it's like, well, what's it all for anyways? So it's actually the opposite. You find a community here, and you get support, and you get cheered on, and you get to have fun, make friends. That's a really cool thing. It's a really cool thing indeed. What goes on here? Here. Oh, I made the second mistake. Okay. It's just you at the end of the day. If you know what your deck does, you are already good. But if you summon a rank 13, expect yeah, and that thing sounds massive. It does. I actually did ulti Canahog on a oof, what was that one called? I actually have it there. I mean, it's obviously you gotta have it. It's one of those no, not that. Oh, it's Waking the Dragon. Waking the Dragon is hilarious, and then you just pull out, like Naturia Beast or this Ulti Canahawk. I think it's a level or Ultimate Falcon. It's the one that's like you can't do anything to it. That card's hilarious. You can only kaiju that. And at the time, I did that to I did that to Brandish player. What's that called? Sky Striker. See, I was OG. I made a lot of money from Brandish, and so yeah, when Brandish came out, it's like Sky Striker. I'm not gonna remember that. I am not gonna remember any of that. But yeah, it was actually hilarious to pull like a dual one Naturia Beast, and they can't win any of the stuff. They can. So they completely side deck all these trap cards and all these hand traps, and they say, no, you go first. And then I go waking the dragon, and then some other weird stuff. And then guess what? Boom! That was actually Cyframes that I was playing. That's craziness right there. I was playing Cyframes. And yeah, I actually beat the guy that won the tournament. I was the only one who beat him. So playing anti-meta was always, sleeper decks. Ooh, yeah, I like that a lot. I like that quite a lot. It was fun. It was funny days too. I used to play competitively. I was just not very good at it. Oh, there it is. This. Wait, what? I got this right. I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong for sure. Let me go back 3 steps. Three steps, not 10. Okay, we got this far. This is good. And then it's telling me to. What? How do we do this? Oh, I get it. I get it now. I get it now. And then the little one over here. Yes. Okay, I got it. Okay, that was tricky. Now this one. And then the 3 one right here. Then that one gets another 2x4. Amazing. This is going well. I like it. I like it. So far. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky because it's all gray in the drawing and it doesn't dim out or decolor whatever you're not working on. I like that about some other things that are not official Lego. I think official Lego does that too, but I'm not sure. I think it might actually do all the colors. It's just so good at layering and making, that's called an exploded view. I think that's a really good thing. I like it quite a bit. Okay, so we got this. It's got held. Then this one's here. One more. And then the 3x2. There we go. Back into it. And then the 1x4. We're dealing with the thick parts now. Nice. Another one. Okay. Oh, I wasn't doing the bottom. I was actually doing the top. Okay, so this, in hindsight, that's obvious. It's actually like this. And it goes down. Okay, it's not that wide. It doesn't cover me completely. I guess it does. I'm not that broad shoulder, so I guess it does. I was just doing the top part like this. It's pretty cool, though. I'm liking it so far. Liking it quite a bit. I wonder if there's like another rank 13 that's not the Raid Raptors. That was crazy. That was legit crazy. Rank 13. I didn't even know that. But it kind of feels like one of those shooting Quasar and Pulsar dragons. Like, just stupid stuff like that. It's like, who even plays this? Like, it's cool. It's definitely gonna have players. I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's like, how do you fathom like designing for this kind of build without it being like some competitive niche thing that no one knows how to do except you that one time that you get it done? Or alternatively, on Dueling Book and you just troll people over and over again with your weird build. Yeah, you know what? I answered my own questions. That's that right there. That's exactly what that is. Here you go. Here you go. There it is. Okay, I'm on step 55. Okay, and I'm still just grasping at the silhouette of the first 2 layers. I'm not even full like 2 layers. It's a layer and a little bit, you know. Let's see. Oh, can't play that. That's a no-no. Okay. See if I can get some music. Can I get some music? I don't know that I can. Maybe I can move it around here instead. I can't really hear myself. Okay, there it is. Can this still hear me? Yes? Okay. Okay. We're back on track. Let's get some music playing and keep it going. something I've been listening to recently has been just Release Radar on Spotify. It's just so random, you know. It's a really cool kind of concept. I really enjoy the way it plays out. It's like, oh, I hadn't listened to that in a while. I hadn't heard that or that or that. Oh, cool. And it kind of connects you back to the kind of stuff that you were used to playing, but because things happen, you kind of fall off. So either you follow everything and you completely destroy your taste by getting only the hype newest thing, or you keep listening to your stuff, and every now and then you're like, oh, let's see what's in the release radar. I wonder. So I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool indeed. Then I got a 6-1. 6-1 right there. Boom. And then 3 on yellow. I got one more. One more. The 4-1. 4 by 1. Okay. Let's see. And 3 more of the 6 by 1s. I guess it's just gonna follow the same pattern here. That's pretty cool. I'm starting to get it the whole time. But I need more space again. So I'll put these here. I didn't think I would need the space. I thought I needed the organizer way more. It's hilarious. Let's see. Got this, I got that. Step 60. 3 by 1s, 2 of each color. So let's get the first ones in. 1. Nope, did it wrong. 1, 2. Nope, did it wrong again. Okay, I'm down to my 10th mistake. Let's see. It's not how it should look like. I get it. Two and two. How does that work? Definitely doing something wrong. I'm missing one. What did I miss? It's in a prior step. 1, 2, and 2 more. Here we go again. So I got 3 and 2 more of these. That's good. Boom. Five, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got it so far. This is going well. It's just, oh, yeah, it broke off already. It's just so long. See? Outline is pretty big. Wow. Pretty big. Let's see. What now? 1 by 6 city. That's what this is. Okay. And 2 more. And this is going to get all the way to the end, huh? I'm going to put these together. That way it's easier. Boom. all the way to 11. There we go. $11. And then 2 more of these. Is it 2 more? Oh, I get it now. This one skips a step. It's gonna be a 1x4. Interesting. But then it hops back onto the usual one? Yeah, yes it does. That's weird. That's very weird. It's about to fall. Okay. So far so good though. It's alright. Asking for 2 now. So for these. See if it looks the same. Yes it does. Wow. Okay, I never thought that worked. Never thought at all. Okay. Okay, now it's wanting more. Typical. 3. Okay, that makes sense. I get it now. It's a weird way to match them up. And then a 2x3 and 2x4. Huh. That's cool. There it is. Yeah, I got to the center. Okay, so about this wide. Hey, it covers me. I was wrong. What is this? 4 and a 6 right here. Okay. Cool. Okay. But now a 4 and a 6, and then the end of it. We got to the center. Okay. Got to the center right there. Okay, center, and then, oh, the black part. That's a marker. I guess now it's the center. Wasn't before. We take some more stuff out of here. You don't need all of these yet. Oh, that fell. Thought organizing would be better. I guess space is better. That's funny. Maybe it's not the right desk to do this. This. I wonder how I can see. Who's live and who's not. But also, I'm glad I get to see my feet. Okay. How? I guess this way. Oh, that's not that hard. That's good. And then the 6th one. Boom. That's the center part right here, right at the end. That's good. right there. Okay. Okay, we've crossed the threshold officially to the other side. So I guess the first layer is that 1 and 2 bags. Okay. I'm gonna need a lot of space in my desk. It's more than I thought initially. Let's see if this works. Let me move this around. That's as much as I can. And let me put this over here. Okay, there it is. Put this over here. Yeah, I think it's gonna fit. It's fine. I'm gonna have to scroll around like this. Blue. Okay, we got the first blue part of the whole shield. Who would have thought? Right at the end almost. It's gonna be here, and it's a connector actually. Nice. So, boom. I'm gonna put the other one floating. And I need another yellow here. Glad you can now see what I'm doing. Glad you can see it's gotten long enough. Okay. Let's see. Now before I had developed like my system where it was with bags, and I was like the whole time. I gotta edit those videos now because that probably sounds horrible. There it is. We'll have a nice click. 1, 2, and then this one 4. Yep, 1x4. Where's this go? 2. Four, and then 5. That's cool. So I'm just gonna go around doing the whole layer like that. I wonder if there's gonna be central parts or if it's gonna build off of that alone. Of course, there's gonna be more on the center because of those plates that we saw. But at the same time, how much of it am I gonna flatten this the whole time, or am I just gonna work on a like hollow shell that I build a shell that doesn't feel hollow until you see it the whole way? Maybe. I don't know. Let me get a look at the chat. Okay. Rank 3 consequences. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy if I ever do summon rank 13. It's gonna be very crazy. Okay. And then let's see. What do we have? It's this one. Okay, that works. And then 1 left. Okay, that's good so far. Now 1x6. It's looking good. It's working. Yeah, it's working. And now back to the two 3x1s, and then it's gonna be another layer of 3x1s. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just gonna move these over here. I need the space. Let's see. How do I move it though? I think that's good. Yeah, that's good enough. It's fine. Okay. There it is. There it is. Okay. I have table! Finally. Finally. Like this. Perfect. So now I can bring this over here instead. I really need it here. here too. Yep, that's good. I can just look at you guys and then here and back and forth. I need to get rid of these. There it is. Finally, order, not chaos. Page 83 of 1069. What? Oh my god, I did not want to see that number. You know what? We're done. Yeah, I'm quitting. That'd be hilarious. I'm just gonna get a refund. Yep, refund. I don't want to do this anymore. Nah, we don't quit around here. We don't quit. We keep going. Okay. Now we're getting the first yellow right here. Boom! Yellow. 1/6. But now I'm gonna have a hard time remembering where everything is because I change it around. Gray. Gray. How? How? Oh, I'm doing something wrong. I get it now. That's funny. There it is. Okay. And this one. Yep, that's good. Okay. That's good. So now it's going to want us to put one below instead of above. I kind of don't like that. I'd rather keep feeding it from above instead. It's okay. It's not going to take such a long time. I need one of these though. Okay. It's working. So far so good. And I can just keep going and scale this now. So now it's going to reach all the way to the end, I think. Like, I can just speed run this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4, 5. Watch me undo this for whatever reason. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So 12, 13. And then this one is going to be a top. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something's wrong. 11. It's gonna be a 4x1. Made it. Made it. Made it. Made it. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Okay, 6-1 is gonna be the break. I got it. I got it. And then this one. Okay, okay, I did well. I did well. No mistakes, actually. Nice. No mistakes. Oh, it's a bunch here. Nice. We don't get the one at a time. Sometimes that's boring, you know. I don't want to step per block. I was thinking, is that how we get like 1,000 something? I doubt it. Might be though. I don't know. Send this one. And then this one. Nice. Okay, okay. We're getting it. And then 3. Where's 1x3? There it is. Okay, so far so good. And then a single block instruction. I'm telling you. I don't know why they do that, but I guess they need to. 1x3, 2x3, and 1x4. Okay, another one of these plates. We're moving into that territory now. Okay, I'm gonna have to drop this for more space. So much for my fancy Black & Decker thingy. Now it's get out of the way in Decker. Get out. Go on. Okay. I've almost got it. Almost. I think I got enough of the width to actually fit it in my desk. I think that's good. I don't know how I would have done it if not. I don't want to keep floating it around. Oh, and the last yellow? No, not last yellow, 2x1. Almost though. Almost. Okay. Okay. Right there. Okay. Okay, we're doing great. We are doing great. Boom. Oh, the long one's gone finally. Okay. And then the last 2x6 that's thin. It's gone too. Okay. So can I move this a little bit more? Yes, I can. Nice. Okay, it fits perfectly now. I can see these. I was having a hard time seeing them. Done with this one too. Okay. We got these two plates. Oh, that's what it's called. Plate. I forgot the name earlier. 1x4 gray. And 1x6. Last 1x6. Nice. And then 2 plates. We're running out of plates too, so that's good. Okay. Okay. Got away from the bottom at last. Now I am midpoint. Need more space still. This is so wide. Wow. Okay. Oh, another plate. Running out of plates. Makes me happy. Nice. There we go. Actually, we can. No, let's do it like that. Let me put the other one. Okay. Okay, 2 plates. Let's keep going. Okay, red. Only 1 left. Okay, now we're on to the 2x6 ones. That's good. They're big, so it's gonna actually speed up our pace. Okay. And we keep getting rid of these, huh? Oh, the last 2x1, that's golden. There it is. Boom. I'm sure that's gonna be very useful for markers. Basically, they're significant markers for structure. Like these are. Maybe you can see it. It's like yellow L and then red L and green. So they really they mean stuff. They're good visuals. Oh, didn't do that on that side, I think. It's good. That's good. I didn't notice. I can put it now. I feel like I'm doing a puzzle though. Like if I lift too much, everything's gonna come down. There it is. I really don't like that one instruction per one block per slide, I guess. It's an accurate way to describe it. If this is a slideshow, these instructions, steps, that's what I was looking for. Step. Yeah, then the steps are kind of annoying. It's one part per step. Okay, one more here. It's going down now. My playmat ended up not helping me very much. Okay. 1 2x6 left. This one. Okay. There you go. Ah, I did something wrong. Now it's right. Okay. Green, last green. Boom. Then last 2x6. Last long plate. Last plate period. Okay. These are gone. On to the 2x4s. I'm just gonna do a curvature on the top, and then this will close up on its own. Pretty good so far, though. Oh, it has some tension to it. Nice. Okay. Okay, 2 more. One last figure. Last one. Let me count. Okay, still doing good. Still doing good. Count again. Let's count again. 7. Okay. 2 more. Okay. So I've been doing something crazy. I don't want to keep doing the okay every time I do a part, right? So let's talk a bit more. So I've been doing something really different for my run in Tears of the Kingdom. What I've been doing is I've actually decided to only record after I've done every shrine. I thought, well, shrines are gonna be repetitive because I did all of them in a row in Breath of the Wild. So I don't want to keep playing the shrines, which people probably ran to try to get as fast as possible. You know, all the all the content creators are just trying to I don't know, it's like the opposite of outlasting. They're trying to get to the end of the game, and honestly, to me, that's sad. I'm a full completionist, not because I want to finish it, but because I want to experience it. And it's kind of sad when I see that people try to completely, just it's like overeating. Like they're just trying to get stuffed with the game. They don't get to actually taste the game. And so all these people that are trying really quickly to just get the most content out there as soon as possible, I feel like they're not enjoying the game. It's just me though, right? It might be other people's having like different opinions about it. I don't know. Seems like that's what they're doing, just overeating themselves out of a really nice experience. So whenever I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom, I'm like, oh my god, this all looks so beautiful. This looks so amazing. I was just in awe the whole time. I was just enjoying the game. What's going on here? What's going on? Did I do one too many? I'm not understanding it. I am not understanding this. Shouldn't be like that. What's going on? Got to a dead end. Oh no, I'm doing it right. It's just telling me to put some bars. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. One more. Will that work? I think so. I thought I did something wrong. I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait. What am I doing? Okay, this one. I am lost. Let's count. No. Oh, I should have just not done that. Wait, what? I'm confused. Why would it be so different? What? I am confused. What is the, what is the meaning of this? There's something wrong here. Something very wrong. No, I honestly have no clue what's going on. I am confused. Oh, could that be it? Did I go one too many? No, 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 no. It's all right. What is going on? I'm so confused. I don't get it. I think I might have missed one. Where would that be though? Yeah, that's right. That works. A lot of weird tension though. Oof. I did not like this at all. There's something missing here. There's no way. I have no clue. Why would that be? Ugh. That's confusing. This is right though. This is right. This is right. Can't believe it. I screwed up big time this time around. Okay. I think I know what I did wrong. I think I know. I probably left one. So I did one too many. That's why the count is adding up, but not on both sides. I probably need to just center it and keep adding until it's been completely centralized. I think that'll work. Watch me fail. Watch me fail. But no, I think that's gonna work because we got like a few here. Unless I did something wrong on the bottom. I don't think I did. I don't know. So I have one of these left. What does this mean? Having just one of these left, what does that mean? 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's good. I have no clue why there would be one missing. Yeah, this is crazy. I'll just go one more here. One more here. Because that's probably the seal. Let's see. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. This right here. And this right here. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I had just screwed up in the beginning. On the very beginning, actually. That's crazy. Then I have this one. And this one. Yeah, I missed by one count. That is stunning. It's alright, though. Whatever. It's alright. Okay. So, I cannot show you without it breaking. But it basically has that shape, the iconic shape. And I don't know whether to open another bag or just call it a night. But yeah, we have a few things that in hindsight I wish I would have known. Am I missing something here? I don't think so. What about here? I do not think so. I'm just gonna leave it as this and take a picture or something. But that's good. So far, so good. I like this. This was a very nice build. I think it was simple for it to be, the first two bags. We know absolutely where we are. That is a big difference from something that used to happen. Like, I'll give you an example. Um, there's some Lego builds where for the first 100 parts or 200 parts, you have no clue what you're building. I made the Black Panther head, and it includes the chest too. It also includes the hands, and I knew I wasn't building the hands because I had already grown too far. But I thought I was making the hands. So building and building and building, I was like, wait, what am I actually doing? This is bigger than the hands. So I'm like, oh, this must be the head because it's just the one part, right? And it's like, oh, bigger than the head, and it ended up being like the middle of the chest. So I kind of had an idea in my mind, and I was like, and it kind of became like twisted. So it was interesting to be finding myself in like oh no, that's not it at all. I guess I did it right, but it didn't feel right. And so that's the kind of thing that sometimes Lego gets wrong. Because if you notice something they get very right is whenever Lego designers they make a build, they're teaching you ways to do structural design. So when you make the Star Wars heads, if you notice, they don't have a pattern except for the stand. Every single inside of the heads is different. And I find that very unique and very cool because when you find something like, hey, you know, maybe this is just gonna be like another stormtrooper, or maybe this is gonna be like the Darth Vader one, and then you realize, oh no, what am I doing? Every other head is gonna be an added skill that you learn for building, and you're gonna have some with holes in it, and then there's gonna be dots and holes. You're gonna have some with sticks. You're gonna have some with squares, with rounded parts, and so each build is kind of like teaching you a new skill, a new skill, a new skill. And so sometimes those skills get lost in translation when you think you're doing something. So you kind of start building in your mind this idea, this is what I'm learning to do. And then all of a sudden, like the torso thing completely throws you off. And then it's like, oh, well, I thought I knew what I was doing. I guess not. And so all those lessons that you were learning along the way, they're kind of lost. So I know how to make a bunch of Star Wars heads, but I could not tell you how to make a single torso. And I did that one on my own, and I actually did it pretty fast compared to how much time it took me to make the heads. Because the building of the heads is actually pretty simple one, but the first time you don't know, right? So that's what I mean. Like you get better, you get faster, you get more knowledgeable about techniques. But at the same time, it's like, well, but you gotta know so that you can implement it. So you can know at the micro, but not at the macro. It's like which head am I gonna use? Yeah, you could think that, but you can think, do I use a thing for the torso or do you I use another part for the torso? Do I use this building kit? Because they kind of ripped it away from me by me being lost. And this thing, same with the sword, the way that I was doing it, actually, it was like I knew where I was at all times and it felt good. So yeah, I think it's a great build by Bricker Builds. And so I recommend if you don't watch the whole video or put it at double speed, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make a multiple bags per live and then just call it a night. But it's been fun. It's been great. So if you guys enjoyed it, like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, follow for more, right? And so yeah, let's see where this goes. I thought it was gonna be a bit bigger, but that's perfect. I don't want it to be too heavy. And where am I gonna fit it? I'm gonna plan to have it right there, like right here in these two. So I like that. So I'm gonna fit it there. It's gonna be good, and I'm liking this. I'm liking where it goes, and so hopefully it doesn't take longer because it's not as big as dense. So I think it should take lesser episodes than initially. I thought maybe like 20 hours, but it's not gonna be like that at all. So maybe 6, 7, 8, something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.